The regulation is to look and say, are you sticking with your...
These are beautiful paintings. A courtesy cup. When I'm through,
So we promote the export of Nigerian produce, commodities, and even manufactured goods to global markets. Now, when we say global markets, we don't mean only China and Europe or America. It includes our regional markets and continental markets, and has become even more. That has become more emphasized now with the operationalization of Africa Continental Free Trade Area. Now, how do we do that promotion? Our promotion is not about finding markets or facilitating the trade of Nigerian commodities of goods by doing trade fairs and things like that. Our own role is to provide financing and financial instruments that will promote the export of Nigerian goods, and that's what we do. So we use different products for different kinds of trade. I think when Solomon introduced himself, he said head of guarantees and insurance. Those are financial instruments that are outside lending in Naira or dollars. So we also do the financing using currency, both local and foreign currencies. The aim is that when exporters want...
We're taking a holistic approach in engaging all stakeholders in ensuring that we build something sustainable for the country. And as Andy has also said, he's also talked about the balance of trade and the fact that our export is not at the level we expect. And we are all aware of the dollar issues and then the impact on devaluation and other economic effects. So we're looking at how we can make...
Nigeria is number 5 in Africa economy in Africa. We have the biggest economy, we have the largest production of most things. We have a bigger airports, but Kenya is number 1. And it's a smaller economy, doesn't have the biggest airline, doesn't have the biggest airports, doesn't produce the biggest outside flowers and cocoa. How come they are number 1 in Africa? They have a smart plan, they are implementing and executing. So why are we not able to export? When you talked about those challenges, I was happy when you said we also are involved in facilitation. So the problem in Nigeria is not production. We have the airports, we have everything, but between the farms and the belly of the aircraft, there's a big problem. So we are going to JOS, because JOS has always been producing. All of us know that they export a lot of development. It's not happening anymore. We don't get to see it at the airport. We also want to find out what went wrong, how can we correct it. So we have identified the problems we have at the airport and found to solve the problem. But along that value chain, what are the gaps? We've identified the logistic problem. We've identified the certificate.
That is the area of services export. And I'm happy that the aviation people are here. I'm just looking at it from the context. This fund is here. Why don't we look at the entire aviation ecosystem? Because we have been thinking. Egypt, South Africa are leading African export of services. We are the largest economy, and our contribution of services is less than 1% of total non-oil exports. What do we need to do? A simple example which we have been thinking in the bank is that if Nigeria has the largest fleet of aircraft in West and Central Africa, why don't we have an MRO arrangement that we can be servicing our aircraft here? These are all ecosystem things that can come so that we can domesticate some of the outspend and then attract some of the investment that will create the cold chain to value chain, so that we can, from Kaduna, where we get it, to whatever airport, and then these are some of the things that once we engage with them, and I think one of the stakeholders that I would suggest that you need also, I think there's a cold chain association. if they are members, so that you will now know how to engage with them, so that while you have the aggregators, they will know how they can bring their facilities to assist in whatever aggregation that can give volume for the purposes of the exports for the African markets. I think that was my suggestion and contribution.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, Alan.
I like the idea of the fact that we should take it to a business proposal level, and the truth be told, capital is finite, and government does not have the money to be able to spend on all these things, so the expansion should be funded by the private sector. So what we're saying is this pilot should be such that it should be attractive enough to get external investors to be willing to replicate across Nigeria, which is the ultimate goal there. So thank you very much for the advice.
And if I could just add the MD's suggestion that we improve on having the cargo facilities in as many of our airports. It's something FAN is actually working on. We have some new cargo terminals so far in Lagos, Abuja, Enugu, Kano at the moment. And then the domestic cargo, we are trying to improve on the ones we have at various airports, Kaduna, Owerri, and so on. So it's a very good suggestion, and I think the intention of FAN is to see how we can get the business level to such that keeping those facilities in place would be worth it in terms of, because this involves investment. So it's well noted. Thank you for that.
Those ones that you have now are located in commercial area. But you may have to start looking at those that are driven by products. You understand? Because there are some products that can sustain an airport. Some airports have only one domestic flight going and out a day. If you have a 747 cargo going there to fill up and go everywhere, it will sustain the airport more than the passenger traffic. Okay. So if an airport is not driven by commercial purposes, by passenger purposes, see if you can convert it to cargo. Because I'm sure there is no part of Nigeria that does not have some product that can be airlifted out of Nigeria. If you go to Kano now, a lot of our leather producers, they use Ethiopian Airlines to take their leather out of the country. Why? Because they need to deliver them to Milan quickly. So not even perishable goods, manufactured goods or processed goods sometimes need this cargo facility. But we're carrying them in commercial jets, which I'm sure is more expensive.
Available for export generation, equipment manufacturers, access to assets. So we also talked about the viability of airports, as we talked about, especially cargo airports. And that's the process we're engaged in, is going around and understanding what are the challenges areas are facing. Nigeria has been traditionally a major export player, but that has degraded over time. And so rather than engage in ideas that we incubate within our group within Lagos, is to go and have first-hand knowledge and experience with what are the challenges.
Come to a desk and we try to go after the clients and try to educate them on how to do it well. And because of the situation, we try to look at, we have SMEs, now we are going to nano, that is nano, micro, and whatever. So I'm looking at, someone comes to my desk, I've had young ladies come around, they have the idea, but they don't have the backup, they don't have the backing. And they have this phobia, how can they approach this kind of a bank, what do they need to do? So now I'm looking at a situation whereby if I have such ladies or guys or anyone, those young people that have the entrepreneurial brain and everything come around, how can we consult with you? Then when we are having advocacy, or we are talking to people in different cadre, and we are training them up, can you team up with us?
To the regional market, especially for people that are close to borders. I'm from Katsina. What I eat or we do in Katsina if you can package for her and take to Maradi, they will take it because we are the same people. If people in Kebbi or Niger or Ogun State, Kwara, Ogun State, Lagos State, they have brothers in Benin Republic. They are the same people. So even if it's not you are packaging well, you can export it. Remember, export is not, doesn't have to be done by this effort on your cargo on Nexta, on our website, or part of our own enlightenment, then we can incorporate it. Okay, but we have to have things that are working, okay, or plans that are working, so that we can lay them out to. Our job is together. When you go to China, a lot of the Chinese exports are from small enterprises, even India. They're all small enterprises. But that's export.
Please, sir, can you still open this for photography?
Okay.
Okay.
Aha.
So it's just to find out to the committee.
Fine, he's our head. Without fine, there will be no committee.
All right.